see a complete paradigm shift. Complete paradigm shift. I think the whole masses will come to know, and media will not be able to stop it. If they become more draconian, the laws, as they are trying to do, then masses will.
For our last session of the evening, this is from earlier Prashant's talk. He mentioned about the whole cycle and how the transits of Jupiter and Saturn, and he touched upon it. And in December, we are going to get the conjunction in Sagittarius, and in next year, we will be under its influence for the whole of the year practically, and finally when it conjoins, it perfects towards the end of the year, which is in December 2020, in the sign of Capricorn. It's going to be pretty pivotal.
Like when you take both of these graphs, okay, both of them have to do with
law.
Okay,
Yeah.
Saturn also has Jupiter.
Yeah.
Also, okay, when it comes to law, like both of these.
Both of them are law.
Okay, law. Okay, now then people will actually have to confront one thing now, like in this, like masses as a whole, people, layman from layman, that whether they believe in man-made laws, or the universal laws. There are two kinds of laws.
Yes.
Okay, there are laws of the universe. This universe, this construct you are inside, it has its laws, right? So do you want to follow these laws, the ones which are, or what you are in? Or do you want to follow the laws of the country or man-made laws of here? How much sense do man-made laws right now make? You know, like all around the world, like different countries, different governments, different that thing, there are laws being made and people are not happy with the laws. A lot of the laws people are not happy with, right? So all the laws which are on man-made laws will need looking into whether these laws are of any use to us, and either they are aligning with the multiversal laws, whether those laws are aligning with the universal laws. If the man-made laws are not aligning with the universal laws, those laws have no meaning and they bring you down. So that is the sense of restriction,
Yes.
which comes on, which is unnecessary, which is like the imprisoned feeling which you talk about the prison.
Yes.
The prison feeling is because of these man-made laws which are not aligning with the universal laws. So now the whole masses as a whole will have to decide, because mostly people do not even think about universal laws. Majority of the masses don't even think in terms of that there are universal laws. Okay, but fact is there are. Okay, once you are inside a construct, that construct will have its laws. There is no going past that. That's a fact. Okay, that these laws exist and these laws are there. Okay, and these laws are much more than any man-made laws. Okay, so finally the focus will have to shift, because man-made laws are not working and they are only oppressing, and people are not happy all around the world with them. So the question will arise whether we go towards a universal law, we start aligning with that, following that, and introduce that into our human laws. Okay, because our human laws should be aligned with the universal laws. My point is this, that in this discussion finally, and which I was talking about, internet generation, which is like 15 years old now, which have been having net for 10 years, then they will say like all this doesn't make sense, because in the net world, in the internet world, the sense of laws is very different from the sense of laws of this. So right now most of the laws which we have human, they are outdated, and I think they are like, Victorian era. What he pointed out in terms of the Victorian era last time. Okay, they are those laws, they are archaic. Okay, the word archaic can be used for them. Okay, they are archaic laws, they have no place in the future, in the coming time at all. And the sense of internet law will be very different, and you'll see a complete paradigm shift. Complete paradigm shift in terms of laws, which is already happening.
Can I ask you on that? Sorry. You know, like these corporations, Capricorn represents the corporations, and the internet corporations, how they are taxed, what are the legal laws and how one should operate. Because there's so much discontentment about how corporations, who are they run for, who are the stakeholders, that kind of things.
Finally, all of that monopoly which is there will be broken.
Yeah,
the
something
monopoly,
is coming there.
the monopoly will be broken,
Yeah.
because Saturn will always go for, like he was saying, that it's going up above in latitude. So if Saturn is in power, what will it go for? What does Saturn represent?
Just
No, more than that.
wisdom.
No, common people.
Yeah,
Oh,
masses.
Oh, okay, masses.
Yeah, masses. Saturn is masses, democracy.
Okay,
and
okay,
things like
masses. Okay, so what will Saturn say? Like, okay, that people cannot have that kind of thing anymore. They will not take restrictions in those places and that thing. Like okay, like in China, they're banned Facebook, or they've done different things in different countries. They've tried to stop this free proliferation of any knowledge or anything like that, which will not be tolerated. So you might even see like a whole earth law as a whole all over the earth instead of a country law. You will be getting this country laws, this country has this laws, and this country has this law. Now this law is catching this law, so we can't do this and we can't do that. It will be one all over the earth, you know, and because internet is all over the earth, the whole political system, socio-political system, the truth about it will be revealed to the masses. So the masses will come to know the truth about everything. Okay, once they come to know the truth about things, then they can decide which way they want to go. Okay, once the facts come out on the table, and they'll be there, and they'll be massively known. And the thing is that when fact and truth, like truth is the main thing, right? When Uttarashada Nakshatra comes, okay, solar nakshatra, it's the sun's energy.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so it's the solar nakshatra, which is like light. Okay, light, energy. So, like today also we speaking right now, moon is in Uttarashada right now. Okay, as we speak right now. Okay, so that's like so the point is that the whole point is about facts and truth. What is the actual truth? Okay, masses have not had the truth for 125 years. Okay, 100 odd years. Like masses have not had the truth. That's a fact.
Thousands of years.
No, thousands of years, but especially in last 100 years, there's been so much more propaganda because we had media to do much more propaganda. Okay, okay, so like to spin people's mind, there has been much more things there to spin people around. Like, okay, now my point is like finally through internet, facts and truth started coming out. Now you can't stop everyone. Everyone is a researcher. Everyone can find out. Everyone can figure out things for themselves. Then you get to a stage now which is getting ready for the last 15 years. I since in last Jupiter Saturn conjunction for last 20 years, we're getting to this point now that the final result of that has to culmination, has to happen. Now people have all this info all around the world, which they didn't have 20 years ago. There are a lot of people all over the world who have much more info than they had 20 years ago.
Yes.
So what is going to come of that? Like something is going to come of that. Okay, so that's where the Saturn Jupiter thing together, which you talk about like Brahma principle, like even in like an engine, car engine, you have contraction and expansion cycle in a.
Yeah.
That's how a motor works in a car. Like
Yes.
it's a contraction and
Yeah.
expansion. Okay.
Well, that is exactly the Jupiter.
Saturn,
Saturn
yeah.
cycle.
Yeah, so that's how your motor works. Okay, like so it's an engine, right? So that's an engine which will finally be driving in a direction where truth has come out. Then masses have taken decision about laws. Okay. First, masses will come to know about universal law. Some actual changes will have to happen on a basic ground law level. Okay. The laws cannot, if they become more draconian, the laws, as they are trying to do, then masses will obviously fight back. Rebel anywhere. So right now this is like a more of fiery, that thing from the Sag.
Yes.
Aspect. Capricorn, it just gets more solidified. Solidified means actual changes. First is like conceptual changes which happen inside your being. Okay, second is when they happen outside.
Yeah.
Actually for real. Like all these things, systems will be falling down. Now people will have to actually look into whether they want like people to be connected with the world or they want to isolate themselves. Right? Like that's a choice which will be given to masses as a whole, like masses of this country or masses of other countries. Like that choice will be given and something has to give way. Otherwise this chaos which has been happening is going to happen. So majority, all the thing in the legal system, whatever the legal system is there on earth, and the trade laws and everything, all the laws will undergo a shift while the Capricorn thing happens. 2.5 years, that's enough for that Saturn's placement. The thing is that as far as the universal laws are concerned, all grahas support it.
No.
Okay?
Of course.
All grahas,
Yeah,
all grahas support it, only man doesn't. Okay.
Right.
So like the man is different in that kind of way. Man can make its own choice, but man has got free will.
Exactly.
There's a thing called free will, okay, through which you can make laws, man-made laws, which are different from universal laws, which is what has happened.
Right.
And people have suffered as a result because it's your own doing. You have done it yourself, and you are getting the results of your own actions. Okay, now I think the new generation, actually the younger generation, they will not be at all happy with these laws which are there right now of these kind of things, and they would want change. The youngsters, like so, which is called the internet generation. If masses come to know the facts, okay, if they come to know about their thing they call universal laws, first they'll have to find out that there is something like that, which they've been finding out for the last 20 years. So once they come to know, then they will start following that. Okay, finally, like everyone has to accept, okay, this is the right thing or this is the wrong thing, whatever. This whole concept of right and wrong, because that's what Uttara Shara Nakshatra we're talking about, like sense of right and wrong. What is the right thing? What is the wrong thing to do? So this whole sense of right, okay, what is the right thing, which will not be your government telling you that, not the lawmakers, a few people making the laws out there for other people. It's not like that. The people as a whole, after knowing the facts and truth about human existence, can decide on what kind of, how do they want their life to be here, like, and what kind of system, because what is Capricorn? The system, right? It's all the system, the full system, the complete system, which you call the matrix. Capricorn is the matrix, okay?
It's the government.
It's the structures. Even the structures which control the government. Government is not at the top of the structures. Okay, so it's the whole thing that is the matrix. Okay, so then the whole matrix undergoes a change. Like basically the bottom line is matrix has to undergo a shake-up. There is too much thing boiling underneath already, and they will be like you will come to know like what is the truth, what is not the truth, and everything. I think the whole masses will come to know, and media will not be able to stop it. Right now, the mainstream media has been trying to stop the facts and truths from coming out. They have been added. Like, I mean, that's why like Vedic astrology or real that things or some real Vedic sciences, they never got media attention ever. Like, because like anything which has any bundle of truth in it or anything is not mainstream, right? Like, okay, like it is never mainstream. Okay, so that's what is going to happen is people will make that mainstream what they want to make mainstream rather than the media deciding or the government deciding that this is what you should do or this is what. So that all of the control of media and government is gonna disappear.
The control is.
How does that differ? Because you're saying that in Vedic the conjunction is happening in Capricorn, right? But in Western is in Aquarius. So what's the difference then in the terms of the interpretation?
See, I'll explain something to you. Like when you look at the sky, where the thing is, where any graha is at the time you look at it, that's where it is. Okay. So the sidereal system sees as the grahas as per they are in the sky. Okay, not on the basis of the tropical system is based on actual seasons. Okay, which is seasons like spring, autumn, winter, summer. Okay, it's on the basis of that. So it is not on the basis of what you see in the sky. Okay, so when you're actually looking at the sky, you will see the Jupiter and Saturn in Sag next year. Okay, if you take that thing, you will if you actually look, that's where you will find them. Okay, and then 2020 onwards in the Capricorn you'll find them. The other thing is like if you look at Capricorn or Aquarius, both are Saturn.
They're both Saturn ruled.
Okay, so that in that way that does not matter.
Yeah.
Okay, and the thing is like what is Aquarius? That thing, but they'll say like it's technological. Okay, it's internet driven. Okay, the whole thing is internet driven. Okay, so then what is it? It's electricity, Aquarius, technological. Like so that part is there. But what is actually happening is change is happening on those systems.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you can see it like that. I mean, the point is that people should come to the facts and truths. People should have to come to know universal laws, and then people can decide. So that opportunity is there. So I consider this an opportunity. So that is what the thing is, and that's what you want. Like finally, people should make the decision about their lives and how they want it to go.